please help me welcome to the stage our 7th storyteller of the night, Meredith Avakian.
You ever catch eyes with a total stranger and know that you were just destined to procreate? 4 years ago, I was getting out of an Uber at the corner of 4th and South, heading to a Steel Pulse concert at the TLA. Coming from the other direction, I see this tall, gorgeous, Marley-looking Rastaman with long dreadlocks coming my way. We look at each other, and at the same exact time, we open our mouths and speak to each other. "I bet I know where you're going," I boldly said to him in a not-so-racial profiling kind of way. He looked down at me and said, "You look nice today, gal," in the sexiest Caribbean accent, complimenting me on my happy yellow dress. The light turned and we crossed the intersection together, and I learned, yes, we were in fact both going to the same show, but I had to meet my friends on the corner because I had the tickets. "I'll find you in there," he said to me. Oof. So I go into the bar on the corner, meet my friends, and said, "I kind of just met this guy crossing the street just now." They're like, "What do you mean?" I said, "It's hard to explain, but I just feel like it's an ancient love, like I knew him from a past life." "Don't be surprised if I meet him inside." Okay. So we mosey on over to TLA, and we're going inside until I get flagged by security. The white woman working the door apparently found and confiscated my weed. I was caught red-handed. But have no fear, because just a few seconds later, the black dude working the door called me over and handed it right back to me. My people, in we went, okay? So about an hour goes by, I see this dude nowhere. I'm kind of looking, my friend's like, "You're looking for him." "I'm not looking for him." "You're looking for him." "I'm not looking for him." I'm trying to play it cool. I was looking for him. Kind of hard to miss. And I decided to finally just let it go and spark up. I was nervous because of security, but at that point it was halfway through the show. So I blaze up, and then about 30 seconds later, I get a tap on the shoulder. I froze. Was it security? Was it the mystery man? So I slowly turn around, and it was him. I was so excited, I jumped up and gave him a hug, which was extraordinarily out of character for me. I don't know if I was just so excited that it wasn't security again or that it was him and felt this connection. So we ended up talking the whole second half of the show. I learned he was a musical artist and he was backstage with the other musicians, and that's why I couldn't see him the first half of the show. And he ended up asking me all kinds of questions. I quickly also learned that he was a father and he had a young daughter, which to me was a little bit of a red flag. I was just getting out of a 13-year relationship that resulted in divorce. I hadn't dated in over a decade. This was all very foreign to me. I didn't want any kind of baby mama drama, but this connection was so real, y'all, that I just had to give him my number. From there, we were inseparable. Texting nonstop. We dated 3 times in the next 2 weeks. He lived a couple hours away, so I decided to invite him to my place in Fishtown to spend the weekend. Within 1 hour of that man arriving at my apartment, we conceived a miracle love child. The same month that I got divorced. The first time I had sex outside of my marriage in 13 years. It only takes once, y'all. Whew. It was a lot. It was a lot for me. He was excited. I was distraught. I didn't even tell my friends I was divorced yet. How was I going to explain this pregnancy? Some people came to the shower not even knowing whose child it was. It was a lot. The next month, he decided to inform his ex, his baby mama, via text. Bad idea. Bad motherfucking idea. I don't ever recommend that for any of y'all. She decided to take him to court, put him in for child support, putting him in the system, which then changed everything. The romance then ended. He withdrew, became depressed, and isolated. You see, what I didn't know or understand at the time was that he was living here illegally on an expired visa from the Caribbean for 5 years. Now, mind you, this was 2017, while it was like somewhat of a witch hunt, especially here in Philly. Y'all remember the ICE raids and illegal immigrants. I don't believe a person can be illegal, but nonetheless, I knew that what this would mean for him. He knew what this would mean, that there was a chance that our daughter and both of his daughters would grow up without a father. The next month, he received a love letter from Homeland Security. He was caught red-handed. He was asked to report in on April 3rd, showing all of his legal paperwork, visa, passport, any documentation, or to surrender himself before he would either be detained or deported. April 3rd came and went, and I did not hear from him. I frankly didn't see him through most of the pregnancy after that. On April 4th, I received a phone number while I was at work from an international number, and I knew what it meant. I wanted to throw up. In fact, I think I did. He called to say he had returned home to his tiny island, living with his mom and his guitar, and he would be there to rebuild himself until he could come back. He was not allowed in the entire United States of America for 10 full years, including any US territory. 3 weeks later, on the pink full moon, at the hospital where I was born, 3 days after my own birthday, as Salt and Peppa's Push It played on my phone, true story, I birthed our sweet miracle love child, Miss Melody Ruth, and my midwife caught her red-handed.
Meredith Avakian, everybody. Meredith Avakian.